Hello, young or old here, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about what riding actually means to me and what would I do if I didn't ride. Stay tuned and watch the intro. Now, my dear old dad has always accused me of chopping and changing hobbies, and to some extent that's true, but I always looked at it that you've got to try different things. My first hobby was probably coarse fishing, just sitting on a grubby canal bank with a few maggots. I stopped coarse fishing, but started fly fishing a few years later. I have to give 100% to my hobby, so I used to sit there in the evenings and tying my own flies to build up a collection. I don't go much now, but I'll never part with my kit. I did clay pigeon shooting for a few years, and just before the lockdowns I started air rifle target shooting. Buying enough guns to start an army. I don't do it that much now, but I've sold some of the guns, but I've just kept a few for when I go again. So I got my first big bike and off touring with my then wife. I then trained to be an instructor, and I did this on Monday nights for many years. At this time I was working long hours, so it only gave me a Sunday to get out on the bike. When I stopped working silly long hours and I started caring for my mum, I got rid of my car and I just had 3 bikes, and they were used for everything. My second wife was now enjoying the bikes, but here again she works all sorts of shifts, and some are very long, in fact far too long. So with the extra times on my hand, it really made me start my YouTube channel. You see, just having a bike and having the odd ride out just doesn't do it for me. I have to be more involved, hence the reason I did the instructing, and I still do a little bit. I'd love to do a bike restoration as a winter project, but I just don't have the room, or more importantly the mechanical skills to do it. Having someone do things for me would not make it cost effective. So it's just back to my channel. It takes a lot of time to think of subjects, write some form of script, take the bike out to film some usable footage, learn to use different software packages to edit the video. I try to make sure I reply to every message, as I think this is only polite. As it's a small channel I can usually do this. Always researching and ordering different mics to experiment with, as I'm always trying to improve things. It's a good excuse to get the bike out and go for a ride. Now, my oldest friend of almost 60 years, now that's a long time for a friendship, but he used to ride when we were teenagers, but he gave up way back that when. He's the only friend actually who doesn't ride a bike, so apart from him, all my mates have bikes. We have days out, we tour, we socialise, even when we're not on the bikes. I say to the wife, I don't mind flying somewhere on holiday. I don't mind a coach trip. I love to bike tour, but no way would I drive anywhere for a holiday. I recently seen a property in Brittany for sale. It was a house that came with a field and a few barns on it. Now, my mindset was to convert those barns into rooms and rent them out to bike tourers, and the rest of the field could be used as a camping area. At only €160,000, it was a steal. I hinted this to the wife, but yeah, she'd just miss her boys and her granddaughter, as well as a job. So it was a definite no-no, and never to be mentioned again. I would love to do something like that and make a living or a small income, but just involved with riding bikes, maybe leading tours somewhere abroad. So as you can see, motorcycling is everything to me. It's far more than just riding bikes. It's my hobby, my friends, my social circle, my holidays, and even home time. When working on content for my channel. And yeah, seeing what other channels are up to as well. I spend a lot of time researching articles and reports on bikes, as well as mics, cameras, etc. as I'm always looking for ideas to improve the channel content. Looking for content can take ages, and then writing some format or script to base the video on. I'm thankful that I have the time to do this, and I have to admit, I really enjoy it anyway. Riding bikes has definitely been good for my mental well-being. I didn't realise this until the lockdowns, when I couldn't ride. In fact, I'd never heard of the phrase mental well-being. I'm sure most of us could relate to the scenario in some way. All of a sudden, it was like everything I enjoy was taken away from me and leaving me with nothing. All this can leave you in a dark place. I'm now able to do what I enjoy again, and it's turned the lights on once more. Yes, I truly believe that riding our bikes is a great therapy for any mental health issues or mental well-being. In fact, it's that good it should be on prescription. Wouldn't that be great, just to get a piece of paper from the doctor, hand it in at the bike dealer, and ride off with your new bike? Looking at things in detail, I realise that I do very little that doesn't involve bikes. It's a hobby that I'm involved in for most of my spare time. I'm writing this the day after my 66th birthday, and I can't help thinking, but not now how long I've got left, but how long will I be able to ride for? I hope it's for many years to come, even if I end up back where I started, just pottering around on a 125cc bike. At least I'm still riding. I went to visit my dad on my birthday, and he asked me why biking is so important to me. He went on to remind me that now I'm 66, I should pack it up. And yeah, he had bikes in his youth. I know my dad sold his bike, but I never really knew the true reason. Apparently he sold his bike to buy my mum a quality diamond engagement ring. I mentioned to my wife that actually she's wearing my dad's bike on her left hand. He vowed to have another bike after they were married, but Mum wanted a baby and she always got her way. Hence I was born. I'm the reason my dad never got another bike. Perhaps that's the reason he don't like me having one. He's just jealous. I could not imagine my life without bikes, as what the hell would I do with myself? Maybe write a book or something. So I hope you enjoyed this content. If you have, just please do the ticks to like and subscribe. And as always, take care, ride safe, and bye for now.